Hey there. Today we're going to be doing a little review on a pair of tactical pants that I ordered off the internet. If you're like me, you might have seen these come across the newsfeed of your Facebook page or whatever. These ones are made, or not made, distributed by Scollor.com. And Scollor as in Scollor, not AR, which would denote some sort of intelligence, and that's far from the case here. So what we have is a set of black tactical pants that came from Facebook, and if you're like me, you probably assume that Facebook vets its advertisers and makes sure there's at least some sort of reputable company. Unfortunately, that's not the case, I found out, so it's something to be aware of, that there is no fact checking of the Facebook ads. Anybody can do it. You pay the money, they'll pop the ad, so keep that in mind. These are the black tactical pants. They advertise them as being very rugged. They're sliding down gravel banks. They have knives they run across them. They throw all sorts of oil and pop and water and whatnot on it. It all beads off. They claim they're reinforced all over the place, knees and everything. They rub metal brushes and stuff up against them to show them that they won't rip, and so on and so forth. So this is what I got when I unwrapped mine. These are the extra large, and what I found was a great big hole in the crotch on these ones. And I don't know about you, but I would consider that a fairly tactically important area and somewhere you would want reinforcing, not necessarily ventilation. So I was a little dismayed at that. Also, everywhere you look, there's seams popping open or threads coming out of seams and whatnot. These areas here, the knees and the bottom parts of the pockets and whatnot, they look like they're reinforced with this stitching around the edges and whatnot. Unfortunately, that's not the case. If you look inside and feel the difference, it's the same. There's no thicker cloth there, there's no reinforcing, it looks reinforced, not actually reinforced. Every one of the pockets on every pair is different, so the depths are different, the widths are different, so if you get used to putting your phone in one pocket or a knife in another or something like that, if you buy multiple pairs, they will be different, so you might have to rearrange everything. The zippers on these are trash, like plain and simple. They break within about a day, 2 days maybe, and that's with light use. Not the crotch one, which you use quite often, but the side pocket ones, for sure. They broke within a couple hours, I think it was. They're extremely chintzy, super fine teeth on them, like something you'd assume you'd find on a summer dress or whatnot, not like a pair of tactical pants, something where you want beefy reinforcement. What else can I tell you about these? The website itself, if you go to Scollor.com, they have a timer on the website. So it kind of goes around every 10 minutes and then it resets. But if you're just looking at the sales and stuff, it instills a sense of urgency, like you're going to miss out if you don't buy now, which is something I found extremely manipulative, and I didn't care for that at all. I mean, it's not like Amazon or Microsoft where they have those timers, but they actually mean it. This one resets. The website also advertises huge sales, like they'll give you like 60% off, claiming that these pants are worth like $150, $200, and they're going to give you 60% off now, so they're $29.95, right? What else? The bottom of each page for every article of clothing, they have a user or a buyer window where you can rate it and whatnot. You get 5 stars down to 1 star kind of a thing, pictures at the bottom, people showing you how they bought the pants or jacket or whatever. That is actually fake. It leads to nothing. It doesn't matter how many times you try and post a review or anything on that page, it doesn't register, it won't go up. The number of 5 stars holds steady for the black pair anyway, it holds steady at about 45 with 1 4-star rating, and you can try and rate it. It doesn't do anything. It's fake, to put it plain and simple. I tried to deal with these guys and work something out because I was not happy that I received damaged goods, and then because they split my order in two, I ended up getting the second half of the order, and the pants were 2 sizes larger than what I had ordered. So out of the 4 or 5 items that I bought, only the shoes were effective for me. So I was pretty dismayed at that. When I made them aware of it, they started offering me discounts, starting at $10, 10% discount, and then 15% discount, 20% discount. And keep in mind, each one of these discounts takes a day because they're behind us in the hours for business. So in the day when it's daytime here, it's nighttime there. So there's always that lag. And each time they counter offer with another 50% discount or whatever, it takes a day. The other thing that they did was they forgot completely to the tactical jacket that I'd ordered, which was the most expensive item on the list, and they kept offering me a discount, saying that keep the pants, give them to my friends or my family or whatever, and then they'd give me 15% off. And I'm trying to explain to them, well, you didn't send the jacket, so 15% off of that, you get 100% of my money and I get 15% back. And yeah, so that wasn't working at all. Ended up having to go through PayPal. And that was brutal, actually. This whole thing was the worst experience I've ever had shopping online, and I do it quite often. Did purchasing for wholesale and retail companies for quite a number of years, and I order usually several times a month from Asia or China and whatnot, overseas anyway, and I never have had this kind of problem. And these guys were absolutely brutal. I don't know what they were telling PayPal, but for whatever reason, PayPal decided that I had to send everything back to Scollor.com in order to get my refund. And when I checked out shipping for it, it was about $5 to come from China to Canada, rural Canada where I live. But to go back, the 6-pound package with which is about 9 by 9, something like that, with everything put in there as tight as I could, it was started at about 150, 180 bucks and went up from there depending on the shipping company, the courier, and Canada Post, and the speed and insurances and all that kind of stuff, customs, whatever. So I was trying to explain to them, like, hey, this is going to cost me more to ship it back than it is worth. And PayPal would not accept that, and so Scollor wouldn't accept that. One of the two. They declined my request to be reimbursed. So I ended up with no jacket, a pair of ripped pants, 2 pairs of pants that I can't wear, and a set of cheap Chinese work shoes. It was not a very good experience at all, and I'm very displeased actually about that. So Scollor.com would not work around it. They wanted everything back because they knew, and we talked about this in other messages outside of PayPal, just how expensive the shipping was and whatnot. So they knew, and they knew that they could hold everything up, because PayPal specifically told me in some of their messages to me that they are not actually, they have no control over the return process, that they are actually only a mediator between the two. So if the seller doesn't want to cooperate, there's nothing they can do. So anyway, I went out and I'm out $127 US for the clothes and jacket that I was attempting to purchase from them. I never did get the jacket. I never did get an explanation or anything from PayPal or Scollor about that. They have cut off all communication. PayPal basically doesn't care. The ripped pants, there's nothing they're going to do about that. And I'm stuck with a very cheap, chintzy, wrecked pair of pants and out about $127 lesson. So I would say do not order from these guys. They are absolutely horrible. It is, like I said, the worst online shopping experience I have ever had. I've never met a company as bad as these guys. After this started to escalate, I started digging into them a little bit, as one does, and found out that they're actually a subsidiary of other companies. One of them, the parent company, being Wofun, and there's another one they're attached to too. I'll put the name of that in the description below. But they are both shady as hell. Like they have the worst reviews you've ever read, and Scollor is their latest offshoot to continue to try and dupe people into buying once they dirty up and foul up the name that they use, they switch to another one. They're all traced back to the same PayPal account, Bill Christie. They all say that they have offices in the UK and they are located in the UK, and that's false. The addresses that they provide for the business information, that's all false. They have horrible reputation online, and it's escalating. It's even getting worse. Like every day you go on Facebook and you can find more reviews and more reviews and more reviews of how people have been ripped off by Scollor.com. And apparently PayPal is in some sort of cahoots with them, because I cannot for the life of me understand why they would not honor that when the pants were obviously damaged and they ripped me off for the jacket. And they've done it to countless other people. Like, you read the reviews, other people are saying the same thing about Scollor, and they wouldn't refund me. So I don't know what, but I'm definitely not happy with either PayPal or Scollor.com, and I would very much dissuade anybody from definitely order from Scollor. And if you're ordering through PayPal on that, watch yourself, because they don't protect you. The buyer protection program and whatnot that they claim that they look out for you and whatnot, it is crap. It's straight up BS by PayPal. They don't do anything for you. They send out form letters, and it basically, they drag it out just long enough so that you can't go to your credit card or your bank and request the stop payment. The process drags out for so many days, well over 30 days in this case, that it was, by the time they declined me, it was too late to do anything about it through the bank. So and that's another shady part of the PayPal experience. I mean, they're great for maybe small items and small purchases and whatnot, but I definitely will never do a large purchase through PayPal again. Not when Amazon and that, they're so much better. Like, you go on Amazon, like, they don't even question you. You get it back right now, and they even pay shipping in most cases. And most of the time, honestly, when I order from Asia and whatnot, it's great. Like, they honor their stuff. They know that return shipping is expensive. They work with you at least some ways. Sometimes they give you a partial discount, or sometimes they even just write the stuff off and give it to you. I mean, it depends on how damaged it is and whatnot, right? But these guys, they are horrible, and they are obviously out to dupe people, and you can see that in the ratings, the review sections on their page, how they set it up to make it look all sparkly and great and everybody loves it, but they don't allow negative reviews or even more positive ones. It's just a form that leads nowhere. And they obviously have PayPal in their pocket or something, so I don't know. I would definitely say do not order from Scollor.com. You will get damaged products, you get ripped off. They know how to game the system, and they make full use of that. Their contact information is all bunk. So watch yourself, stay away from these guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button if it helped you out, and talk to you later. Cheers.